Welcome back to Shib Planet, everyone. This is Ace. Today, I'm going to be talking about how the Shiba Inu BONE token will change absolutely everything, and I'll give a solid BONE token price prediction for 2021. But first, in my previous videos, I outlined how to be best prepared for the Shiba Inu ShibaSwap Liquidity Event, and also I did a video about certain advanced techniques and strategies which you can use during the liquidity event to help you maximize rewards and minimize risks. I highly recommend that you watch those, as I intend to build on concepts from those previous videos. Okay, whilst I spoke extensively about the reward system, of most of which comes in the form of BONE tokens, many people asked me what is so important about BONE. Well, in short, BONE is very important, and I'm going to explain why. The key highlights which you're going to get from today's video, is firstly, the expected price of BONE and what this is going to mean for the future growth and stability of the entire Shiba Inu ecosystem. I'm finally going to use my BONE calculator, and we're going to do some BONE token price predictions, fully backed up with market data, and you're going to love that. Secondly, I'm going to introduce you to the concept of governance tokens and how BONE is vital to governance token, or how BONE is a vital governance token, and how it's going to allow the community to influence the direction in which the entire Shiba ecosystem is going to go. All right, let's move on. Okay, let's begin. At the time of this video, there are 3 tokens which currently exist on the Shiba Inu ecosystem. The first is Shib, which you're all familiar with. The second is Leash, aka Doge Killer, and the third is BONE. So currently Shib has a circulating supply of 394 trillion, and it's trading at roughly 8603 as it last time I checked my calculator. Let's quickly check that in market cap. Right now it's 8633, which is close enough. I'm not going to update that this time. Leash is currently has a circulating supply of 107, which is considerably lower, and it's trading at roughly 3359.4. Let's quickly verify that on CoinMarketCap. Oh, the price has gone up since I last did my calculator. 3416. Not bad. And I know I invested 1/4 Leash at some point in the month of June, and this is my current. It's nearly doubled since then, which is pretty good. And BONE, as you know, is not yet available at the time of this video, but it will begin to be minted soon as the ShibaSwap platform is launched. BONE will have a maximum supply of 250 million tokens, and its price is expected to rise sharply throughout 2021. And one of the purposes of this video is to explain why. Now, let's take a look at the WOOF paper. For those of you who aren't familiar with WOOF paper, or with a cryptocurrency, a white paper is basically a document which is issued by the developers or founders of a project on a blockchain, like a coin or a token. And this document, it explains all the details about the inner workings of projects, its tokenomics, and its future plans. Okay, let's read a snapshot from part of the WOOF paper. BONE is extra special, only available on ShibaSwap. BONE has 250 million tokens and is designed to fit perfectly between the previous 2 tokens in regards to circulation supply. Now listen to this. Moreover, the token is a governance token, which will allow the #Shiba army to vote on proposals for 2022, as well as which token pairs will be added on ShibaSwap. The more BONE you hold, the more weight your vote carries in these future endeavors. Okay, now, you're probably thinking, exactly what is a governance token and why should I care? Now, let's jump online to find a suitable definition. Okay, governance token. Governance tokens are tokens that developers create to allow token holders to help shape the future of a protocol. governance token holders can influence decisions concerning the project, such as proposing or deciding on new feature proposals and even changing the governance system itself. What did you think about that? Do you see now that having BONE will give us the ability to vote on future projects and decisions of the entire Shiba Inu ecosystem? We'll be able to steer it where we want. And what are people going to want? Of course, we're going to want to make the value of our Shib, our leash, and our BONE tokens go to the moon. So we're most probably going to vote on projects which will ultimately increase the price of our tokens. This is true decentralization, in my opinion. And the direction is, it's decided 100% by the community, aka the Shib community. Now, remember the vision of Shiba Inu as per the Wolf paper. Let's go to the very first page. I'll just jump to the first page. Okay, I'll read the very first page. Introduction. Shiba Inu was the answer to a simple question. What would happen if a cryptocurrency project was 100% run by its community? That's important. While the term DeFi literally includes the word decentralization in its definition, this is just in reference to economic status as opposed to internal hierarchy. Our founder, Ryoshi-san, said this of our beginnings: we are an experiment in decentralized, spontaneous community building. I'll leave it at that. Okay, this vision, guys, this vision comes into effect through the execution of the BONE token. Now, here's the part you've been really waiting for. Let's talk about the price and the value of a BONE token. Let's dig deeper into the value of governance tokens. Let me see if I can find something. Now, let's talk about the value of governance tokens. Why do DeFi governance tokens have value? That's a good one. These tokens promote true democracy within the system, as no centralized party makes the decisions. Due to the utility of these tokens, they appreciate rapidly. Did you read that? It says, due to the utility of these tokens, they appreciate rapidly. That's one of the features of governance tokens. Many people criticize us in the Shib community. They say that we're not a real coin, which is true. We're a token on the Ethereum network, and they say that we don't have utility. Now, if you've been watching my videos, my argument is that indeed we do have utility. First utility is the ShibaSwap protocol, the ShibaSwap platform, and now with BONE being minted, we're going to have a governance token. It goes on to say, for example, Uniswap's governance token Uni was launched later in 2020 at around $1, and the currency is currently trading at over $30. Now, this was as at March. Now, let's go to my BONE price calculator. Okay, as you know, the price of a crypto asset is the relationship between the market cap and the circulating supply. Basically, the more people that buy a token, the higher the price goes. Because higher volume means higher market price, which means higher price. And my calculator, it simulates that pretty accurately and allows us to predict the price of any cryptocurrency at any given time, at any given market cap. Okay, let's test this out. Let's add 1,000 BONE. Okay. Let's assume I've managed to earn 1,000 BONE during the liquidity event, which is entirely possible if we use some of the strategies which I mentioned in my previous videos. Now, let's see its value if I just held the token and watched the market cap over the months. We are currently in the month of July. Let's just say I'll put in a figure of, not that much, I'll put in $1 million. Okay. At this market cap, my BONE is worth $4. Mind you, in the crypto world, this market cap is peanuts, especially for a project like Shiba Inu. Now, let's see what the market cap of Leash is, because BONE is, in my opinion, it's at least going to reach the market cap of Leash in 2021 alone. I'm going to jump here. see what is the market cap of Leash. I'll refresh. Look for any difference. Okay, according to this, is 367,221. Okay, cool. So let's say by August, it's at 367,221. There we go. It's something like that. Close enough. Now, the reason I'm adding Leash's market cap is because I'm being super conservative. Leash is already held by the Shiba Inu community members because of its high price. Let me have a look here. Because of its high price, it's intimidating to the average investor, and that's why there's only 20,000 holders of it. Compare it with Shib. Shib has about 560 million holders versus Leash, which has 20,000. And I'm personally betting that we'll be able to hit this target quite easily. See, my 1,000 bone is now over $1,000 with no additional investment. But let's take it up a notch. Let's compare it with Uniswap, which is also a governance token. Okay, let's go to coin market cap. I'm going to look for Uniswap, which is over here, number 10. We're doing not bad. I'll click into it. I'm going to take Uniswap's all-time best market cap. So I'm going to switch to market cap view here. And let's go crazy. Let's just pick its all-time best market cap. To me, it topped out at, I think I saw 22 million. Yeah, 22.5 billion. Now, the reason I'm going to take Uniswap's all-time best market cap is because Uniswap has 250 million holders, and the Shiba community has more than half a million. And we've got a very rapidly growing community. So I think it's definitely within the scope of Shib to be able to, at some point, reach 22 billion. So I'm going to chuck that in our bone calculator. Let's say this happens by December. I said 22.5 billion. I think I need another zero. 22.5 billion. Now look at my bone. It's now worth a whopping, looks like 90,000, and the price is now at 91. And this is all not taking into consideration any additional bone rewards, which I will be getting from staking or providing liquidity, or any purchases which I'll be making. Let's move on. Now, as fun as that 91K sounds, I have to admit it's not quite accurate. As you know, Bone's maximum circulating supply is going to be 250 million, but it'll only reach that point, according to the Wolf paper, at least after 2024. Have a look at that. It's July. This is when we're at. We're expecting the ShibaSwap event to happen, and this is it's going to mint at a decaying algorithm rate. Let me show you. It says yes, after this, which means after the liquidity event, after 14 days, the rate will be reduced over time with a decreasing algorithm. That's what you're seeing, this line going down here. Most Bone tokens are going to be minted during 2021 though. And it basically means I'm going to have to adjust my circulating supply if I want to be accurate for 2021. Now, according to an update from the developers, I'll have a quick look. A block is made every 14 seconds. Now, according to the Wolf paper, let's go there. During the liquidity event, 1,000 bone per block will be distributed and allocated to farming pools through dig. Additionally, 50 bone per block will be minted and distributed to berry pools, and 100 bone per block will be minted and distributed to the dev wallet. Now, let's simplify that. This pretty much means every 14 seconds, 50 bone will be minted and allocated to a staking pool. Every 14 seconds, 1,000 bone will be minted and allocated to farming pools, and every 14 seconds, 100 BONE will be minted and allocated to the development wallet. And this will mean that by the end of the liquidity event, close to 100 million BONE tokens will have been minted. Let's move on. And possibly by the end of 2021, if you look at this graph here, at least half of the circulating supply would have already been minted. And that's just judging from a rough look at this map. Now let's head back to the BONE calculator. Now let's adjust this market cap to about half the circulating supply. So I'm just going to update this. Let's reduce it. Half is 50%. Now look at what happens to the price. Because we've adjusted the circulating supply, the price goes up. And my total holdings of BONE, of 1,000 BONE, they are now, have a look at that, 182K in 2021. Now, did you see what just happened? Of course, my assumption is that we can match Uniswap's market cap of 22 billion by December. And your guess, to be honest, is as good as mine. I'm also assuming that I can get 1,000 BONE, which is another thing altogether. So main question is, if you're impressed with this, the main question is, when Lambo? Now that I've explained to you the value of BONE token, my friends, you can click away and be satisfied now that you know. But as you know, for those of you who are familiar with my channel, I like to dig deep, real deep. And if you stick around, I'm going to reveal to you some of what I think are the biggest value of Shiba Inu BONE tokens, which nobody else is talking about. Let's talk about the dev wallet, the Shiba Inu development wallet. Okay. Now, a dev wallet is the portion of BONE over here. It's the portion of BONE which is going to be minted and allocated to the development of the Shiba Inu ecosystem. Now, let's quickly recap from the Wolf paper. It says here that additionally, 100 BONE per block will be minted and distributed to the dev wallet. Let's skip to another section I'm just going to skip to another section. Okay, cool. It says here, the future of ShibaSwap, future development. To assure the longevity of ShibaSwap and the Shiba Inu ecosystem, a part of the minted BONE will be allocated to a multi-signature activated development wallet. This wallet is going to be split 80-20 during the first 14 days, and then after that, 50-50. Okay, let's head back to here. Basically 9% of total BONE at any given time is going to be allocated to the dev wallet, and it's going to be split into two categories. One category is called the core development team and OG admins fund, and the other category is going to be called the Shiba Inu ecosystem development and marketing fund. During the liquidity event, 80% of BONE, so 80% of this amount here is going to go here, and 20% is going to go here. That's for 14 days. After that, all BONE which is going to be minted, it's just going to be going here 50-50, 50-50, pretty much for until all BONE has been minted. Now this part is important. Up until now, the developers, they have all been volunteers and who've contributed their valuable time and expertise and personnel and money to help set up the structures of the Shiba Inu ecosystem and ShibaSwap. Now, it's hard to imagine that absolutely no one has been paid or is being paid for their efforts in managing this spontaneously growing community. What they do is they've been helping to develop a world-class crypto swap facility. They've been fighting hackers, spammers, and fudders. And you know what? They're simply volunteer community members, just like you and me. It's just that they've stepped up, and they also see what's going to happen with this Shiba Inu project, Shiba Inu experiment. Okay, let's have a look at those two funds. Now have a read of this. This is what's going to happen with those funds. Okay, core development admin fund. This fund is going to be put towards the financial relief that our dev team needs to be able to make our ecosystem their full-time focus. We want these talented individuals to continue building the solid foundation which they gifted us with their own time, money, and energy. This allocation will allow each of the volunteer developers to both be compensated for their initial investment into ShibaSwap and also to offer solid salaries so that they can work exclusively on the ecosystem. We'll definitely need that, and I'll explain why soon. Now, the OG admins are the veterans of the Shib army, and they have all earned medals in fighting daily FUD and fending off bot takeovers. And this fund allows the dev team to have a trusted group of admins deployed across multiple channels to secure a safe space where Shiba fans can build community without being bothered by FUD, scams, and other issues. This part is very important because OG admins really help to maintain the vibrance, of the ecosystem. So I'm going to jump to the next one. This is really where I'm going to focus most of my attention because this is really what we should be looking out for. The Shiba Inu Ecosystem Development and Marketing Fund. This fund will be put towards the continued advancement of our Shiba Inu ecosystem. Now that ShibaSwap is live, it is up to us to keep the momentum going. This allocation will give us the rocket fuel. Have a read of that, the rocket fuel, which we need to send this puppy to the moon and beyond. That's important. This funding will allow us to quickly expand on the concepts from the top secret 2021 rough map with a real budget. That's important. I'm going to really show you the figures into that just now. Upon completion of this rough map items, we will utilize the remaining funds to complete projects confirmed by the community governance votes for 2022 and 2021. Did you read that? Community governance votes. This is where your BONE token comes in. This is where it's going to be important because we're going to be using the voting powers which we've been given by our BONE token, which is a governance token, to essentially steer the direction which our ecosystem is going to go. Now, the Shiba Inu ecosystem is even more impressive when you consider that so far, the entire effort has succeeded without spending a single dollar on marketing. That is very impressive, guys. There has been no marketing budget at all. And compared to other crypto projects, in my view, guys, they have big budgets, they have centralized teams. And here we are, just this community of volunteers. We're in a top 30 out of 10,000 cryptocurrencies. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. However, this bone pile will allow the team to deploy international marketing strategies such as commercials, which will make Shib the freshest mainstream cryptocurrency name, sharing the ranks with Bitcoin and Ethereum. That is the goal, guys. We are definitely, if everything goes right, we're definitely going to be in the top 5 cryptocurrencies, and even in the top 2. That is the intention of Shiba. Okay, I hope you're still tracking with me because we're about to see exactly what they mean by rocket fuel. You see here where they said rocket fuel, which we need to send this puppy to the moon and beyond. Okay, my dear friends, let us head back to the BONE calculator and let's see. Okay, you see where we left our calculator saying that by roughly the end of 2021, at least 125 million BONE would have been minted. And we know now that the dev wallet is going to be 9% of all BONE minted. Let's see what 9% of this is. Let's start up a calculator. 0.09. What is 9% of 125 million? Okay, that is that's how much BONE the dev wallet is expected to have. Let's adjust that. I'm going to change this to, what was that number again? 11250. Now, at a circulating supply of 120 million and an assumed market cap, which we match to Uniswap, of 20 billion, and a price of, look at the price now, it's 182, the dev wallet will be worth roughly 2 billion. That's the dev wallet. Now let that sink in. Our community will have the budget of a world-class corporation. Now, by the end of the year, let's just say that marketing, remember we said before that part of it is the Shiba Inu Ecosystem Development Fund. If by the end of the year, let's just say it's about 1/3 of that. Let's just see what we're expecting. Let's do 1/3, let's say, of 2 billion. I'm around it. Okay. At roughly 600 billion. Now, guys, that's the rocket fuel that will put us towards the expansion efforts like marketing and investing into the technological infrastructure. All I can say is, we're in Lambo. See, guys, after ShibaSwap has launched, the price of the tokens will begin to rise over the next 6 to 12 months, in my opinion. And people are going to start realizing that it was not a meme after all. They'll be surprised that Ryoshi's vision of a decentralized cryptocurrency is now an emerging reality. They missed out on the bone rush, but they won't want to miss out on the next phase of the next phase of Shiba Inu, which is going to be outlaid in the secret rough map. Now, once everyone sees the price begin to grow over the next 12 months, let's say, they're going to want to get their hands on bone. But since most of us will be staking it in Shiba, there'll be very little of it in the circulating supply available on exchanges. And the only way to get bone is going to be through ShibaSwap. And in order to get bone, they're going to have to purchase Shib, they're going to have to purchase Leash, and they're going to have to stake it just like everyone else. And guess what that's going to do to the value of Leash and Shib? It's going to make it skyrocket, and it's going to make it go up. And we'll see what that does. Now, doesn't that sound like a brilliant plan? So you're probably going to ask, so that's great. So what does it have to do with Bone? Well, remember, Bone is a governance token, which means that as holders, we'll be able to vote on decisions to implement projects like the one we've just been describing. And that, guys, that is the purpose of my channel. It's to equip diamond handlers with sound information which will help people make informed decisions and, dare I say, votes for the betterment of the hashtag Shib army. So, yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you for everyone who watches my videos. I'm not after subscribers. I'm just interested in bringing genuine, valuable cryptocurrency DeFi information to the community. And I'll continue trying to improve the quality trying to improve the quality and accuracy of my videos. So please use the comment section to correct me if I'm missing the mark and to encourage me if I'm on point. Both are very helpful. I really do appreciate your attention, and I hope you found this valuable. My apologies for making yet another long video, but you just can't pack this kind of information into an 8-minute video, but I'm going to work on it. I'm not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. I'm just a guy who designed a calculator and has Shib tokens just like you. And just like you, I want the best for my family and the hashtag Shib army. Okay, guys, ShibaSwap is real. Watch my videos and get yourself ready. This is Shib Planet signing out. Peace.